Hey there friends, Nibs again, out here at the range today. Beautiful night, absolutely beautiful night, Thursday evening. Got out of work and grabbed everything I needed and ran over here to do a little bit of plinking. Got a couple of new things I wanted to get over here and try out. Over here I've got my Xelos, which is not new, but do have the new CV Life scope. We're not going to be doing that in this video, but just want to let you know that is one fantastic scope. That new Eagle Blaze, just unbelievable glass in that thing, is really nice. But we are going to be taking a look at this pretty cool little budget, very budget friendly Springer that I just picked up. Got it off of Amazon. Actually, they packed it fairly well, which is very unusual. I'm usually very disappointed in the way Amazon packs things, but this was actually packed very well. But it came in actually from Pyramid, so maybe that's why. I've never had a problem with anything from Pyramid. I bought it from Amazon, through Amazon from Pyramid. So anyway, what we have, and it is uncocked and nothing in the thing, but we have the Xisico, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Xisico XS46U. Nothing new. These things have been out for, I think, like 15 or 16 years now, at least. I've seen videos on these at least that old. I do have the it topped off with the Orc Air 3 to 9x40 AO scope. They did say that it is Springer rated, so we're gonna put it to the test. Seems to be a pretty mild-mannered Springer, though. From not a lot of recoil, and pretty good shot cycle on it for such a cheap rifle. We're gonna go ahead and shoot it. I have my gong at 50 yards and a target at 25 for tonight. It's still dieseling, so I'm not expecting superb accuracy out of it right away. Any Springer, you want to run a bunch of pellets through them before you consider it broken in. So, but really pretty cool underlever. I did have to tighten the stock screws up. They were very loose. I had started zeroing it up, and I had it zeroed, but I could feel the actual thing moving in the stock, and then I tightened it up, and it made my point of impact drop about 3 or 4 inches. So, but let's go ahead and let's start it off right, I guess. Let's go right out to the gong at 50 yards. Pating! The cocking handle popped open. But yeah, see the smoke pouring out of there from dieseling. I am using the JTS 1608 pellets. It's the only thing I've tried in it so far. It seems to be liking them. There we go. Gotta make sure we latch that front barrel latch there. All right, let's go to 25 yards. We'll go right to the center. Does have an automatic safety. You got to remember that. I do like these little Orc Air scopes for sure. $50, 50-ish. I've seen them on sale for as little as $29, but they're usually right around the $55 to $60 mark. But they're a really nice scope. I mean, very, very clear. There you go. Could use a little adjustment on the zero, but I'm not too awful worried about that. We're just cycling some pellets through it for the most part for tonight. Getting a little bit of breaking in on it. Seems to be working pretty well. So it really, this setup that I have here as far as shooting goes, the Springers seem to do fairly well shooting out of this setup here. It's got enough give that it lets the gun recoil. All right, that's a nice little group forming there. I do also have some H&N field target trophies. We'll try a couple of shots with that too, see how they do. They're a little bit lighter. I didn't bring out any heavy 22 caliber pellets. This is a 22 caliber. It is available in a 177 as well, but I thought I'd get the 22 so we could do some head-to-heads with the Air Arms TX200. All right, I went a little right, but that's okay. Still a minute a squirrel group going on there. So the scope is, you gotta turn it to the left a little bit so you can get your thumb in there underneath the scope. The scope's just a little bit in the way, but I don't know what else you would do unless you put something like an LPVO that was real short on there. All right, that's a pretty decent looking group, right around an inch. Let's try some of these H&Ns here. See what they do. I haven't done any trigger weight pull, tests or anything like that. This is not by any means my review on this gun. We're just initial shaking down is all we're doing. All right, let's see here. Let's go to let's go to 9 o'clock. Oh, that went a little high. We'll try it. We'll go down to 6 o'clock. As far as real budget friendly guns go, the trigger's not bad on this. It is a little long and creepy, but not real heavy. Guessing in the 2 to 3 pound range. Very manageable though. All right, let's go to 6 o'clock. Oof, man, that's going up real high. I went right up into the group with the other one. Oh. So far, I've not been real impressed with these H&N round nose pellets for sure. I'm reaching up here with, this is the barrel release for the bear trap, anti-bear trap, and I'm always reaching up there. All right, so yeah, we're going pretty high there. So if I drop down two ticks on the reticle in here, I should be right on target. They always say you don't want to rely on that bear trap mechanism, because everything mechanical can and will fail. You don't want to. So I'm going to adjust my point of aim here and shoot at 6 o'clock still. All right. So I'm holding 2 ticks down. So these are 2 grains lighter than the JTSs I was shooting. So kind of expected my point of impact might shift. But so far, I'm kind of liking this gun. It's not unpleasant to shoot. Not a real heavy recoiling gun like some Springers can be. Not real noisy and twangy. Might be a little bit of spring buzz going on there, but nothing real offensive. Let's see. I just want to lay down, one consistent group here. knock my paster off. But it's not a terrible looking group. I'm not real keen on the way that safety works. Most safeties that are down in the trigger guard, you're pushing away from the trigger. This one, you're actually pulling back towards the trigger. And it's such a heavy trigger that you're really not in any jeopardy of really pulling the trigger when you pull it back, but it just the whole precedent of the thing that you're pulling your finger back into the trigger, towards the trigger while you're unlatching the safety. So that's 4. It's a decent looking group. I don't want to keep you guys too long tonight, but I just wanted to give you guys a first look at this. There's lots of videos on these XS46Us, XS46U, yeah. There's a few other, like Browning had a version of this out for a while. I think they called it the Leverage. I pulled that one. I was too busy yakking and not paying attention to what I was doing. But all right, let's take a couple more shots at the gong and then we'll get out of here. But I really wanted to get out and see what this thing would do. I think it's pretty cool. I blame this one on Derek from Derek's Adventures. He was picking up a Xisico CO2 gun, and he sent me a picture of this one on Amazon, and I said, huh, that's pretty cheap. I'll buy that. Ting! Lots of fun. As long as we can have our patings. I don't know if I dare. We have a gong out at 100 yards. I don't know. I haven't even efforted going out that far yet. I don't know how even you guys won't be able to see it, but let me just it's a fool's errand. There we go. Now I can actually see where they land even if I don't come close. I hit it. Ha! I got to do that again. I don't know if I can hear it, but when I was shooting the other day out here, I hit the 100 yard. It's actually 110 yards because our 100 yard is, so there's like some benches out there for people to shoot 10-yard pistols, and our 100 yard line is before those, and then there's actually targets. So it's actually more like probably like 115 yards to that gong from right where I'm sitting. So let's do that. Let's see if we can do that again. Yep, 2 times in a row. I like it. All right, let's hit our 50-yard gong one more time, and we'll wrap it up. That's pretty awesome. Didn't do too bad. I think it did a little better with the JTSs, but didn't do too bad with these H&Ns. I like the Barracudas. I've never had much luck with the field target trophies, though. Putting. Anyway, there you go. I want to wrap it up so I can get some time in the Xisico before the sun's setting quick on me over here. But hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for more on this. Definitely going to be doing a head-to-head with I got the TX200 and I've got the Norica Dream Hunter, which is in 177, but I'll probably put those head to head as well. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.